Euro 2024 updates. France sneak into semis without Mbappé. Euro 2024 is into the quarterfinals. Our daily files give you the latest reporting from around the tournament as well as betting lines. What to watch for in best reads. Check in with ESPN throughout the tournament as we bring you the latest from Germany. The lead, France sneak into semis without Mbappé. Hamburg. Germany. This one is for Melbourne 2023. For Doha 2022. For Bucharest 2021. Even for Seville 1982. This is for all the other penalty shootout heartaches that French football, men's and women's, has suffered over the years. On Friday in Hamburg, Didier Deschamps and his players avenged their demons. Without captain and talisman Kylian Mbappé substituted at halftime of extra time after a close-range header struck his recently broken nose, but with confidence and calmness, France went a perfect 5-4-5 in bettering Portugal on penalties and putting to bed the nightmares of the past. Unlike in Qatar, where Deschamps admitted that he didn't make the team work on spot kicks and that he thought it was a lottery anyway, this time was different. France have been preparing for this moment, working on it before the Belgium game in the round of 16 and again before Portugal. Mentally, the players were more prepared than ever. 18 months after falling into the trap of Emiliano Martinez's mind games, guess who messed with the opposition's heads this time? Mike Maignan. The Paris-born and bred keeper made the Portuguese wait while he was slowly getting to his goal. Bradley Barcola is 21 years old, has 18 months of professional football behind him and had never taken part in a penalty shootout in his career, but he took his brilliantly. Ousmane Dembélé, whose entrance after 67 minutes definitively impacted the game, put France on the right path by scoring the first penalty of the night. The rest was history. For the fourth time in the past 5 major tournaments, Les Bleus are in the semifinals. It's an incredible achievement, one that makes Deschamps arguably the greatest national team coach ever, considering he won the World Cup in 2018 and reached 2 more finals: 2016 Euro and World Cup 2022. He is a winner like no other, and he knew what he had to do to win on Friday, keeping faith in his incredible defense carried by Maignan and William Saliba again. France have conceded only 1 goal all tournament, and that was a Robert Lewandowski penalty. The celebrations among players were wild, while Deschamps had a hug and some words for Roberto Martinez. 6 years after beating Martinez's Belgium team in the semifinals of the 2018 World Cup, the French head coach knocked him out of another major tournament. And 40 years after an epic 3-2 win in extra time in the Euro 1984 semifinals, France have broken Portugal's hearts again. Julien Laurens. Sights and sounds around Euro 2024. Olmo inspires Spain off the bench. Stuttgart Dani Olmo will have been disappointed not to have started Spain's quarter-final win over Germany. But there is no way he won't be in the side in the semifinal. Olmo, 26, is well known in Germany, where he plays his club football for RB Leipzig, but there is sometimes a feeling he does not always get the appreciation he deserves in his homeland. That should change after he scored the opening goal and set up a 119th-minute winner for Mikel Merino as Spain knocked the hosts out 2-1 after extra time. The reason for Olmo's introduction and injury to Pedri inside 10 minutes after a robust tackle from Toni Kroos was one of several downsides to Spain's progression. Overall, although, this is a result which could take a blossoming young team to the next level. Former Germany goalkeeper Jens Lehmann had called them kids and a youth team lacking in experience before the match. But Lamine Yamal, who turned 17 the day before the final and may have to postpone his birthday party back home, said Spain would respond on the pitch. They were not at their best as they embraced their more direct style of football. But they took a deserved lead in the 51st minute when Yamal set up. Olmo, the teenager, now has a joint tournament-high 3 assists in Germany. Spain coach Luis de la Fuente took Yamal off 10 minutes later, though, and Nico Williams and Alvaro Morata were also removed, welcoming Germany on. De La Fuente's decisions will be analyzed in the coming days, but there is also something to be said for the way Spain responded in extra time, recovering some control and led by Olmo. The Leipzig forward ended the game on the left wing, tearing Joshua Kimmich apart. With penalties looming, his wicked cross was brilliantly headed home by Marino. Cue madness. Spain's bench emptied onto the pitch several times before the final whistle sounded. Fermin Lopez only just made it back off before Dani Carvajal's late red card. The Real Madrid defender will now miss the semifinal, but moments later they finally joined their victorious teammates on the pitch. This was not a vintage Spain display, but it showed they can dig in when required. They had just 2 players with 50 caps or more on the pitch at kick-off to Germany's 7. However, they took another step towards a first European Championship trophy since 2012, ending a run of 9 straight defeats against host nations at major tournaments, and it was down to a sub they might never have made. Sam Marsden. Final tickets in demand. One of the best things about Euro 2024 has been the full stadiums in each of the 10 host cities. Before the first game had even kicked off, UEFA had received more than 20 million ticket applications. Wherever you go, on the walk from the train stations to the stadiums, there are always fans holding signs asking to buy spare tickets, and the demand has only increased as the tournament has gone on. It's led to one supporter taking a proactive approach with their attempts to secure a seat for the final in Berlin on July 14. Homemade posters have appeared on street signs and lamp posts all over the German capital asking for anyone with a space ticket to get in touch. It might, however, be a lost cause. Berlin's Olympiastadion, where the final will be played, holds 75,000 fans, and authorities are expecting another 70,000 to watch the game at Berlin's fan park at Brandenburg Gate. There are still tickets for the final available on third-party websites, with the cheapest priced at more than €2,000. Rob Dawson. Mbappé 1-0 England. Where Kylian Mbappé led, England's John Stones couldn't quite follow. The France squad have won widespread praise for speaking out against the surge in support for extremists as their home country holds parliamentary elections. There is real urgency, Mbappé said Thursday after the far-right Rassemblement National emerged as the biggest party in last weekend's first round of voting in France. We can't let our country in the hands of people like them. It's really urgent. We saw the first round results, it's catastrophic. We really hope that things will change and that everyone will get together to vote and vote for the good side. Defender Jules Kounde added that he was disappointed to see the direction our country is taking with the second round of voting due to take place Sunday. Yet at the same time in Blankenheim, Stones was asked to discuss the UK's general election, which, while not facing the existential threat, was still a pivotal moment in the country's history after 14 years of Conservative-led rule. The camp is a politics-free zone, Stones said on the day the country went to the polls. I couldn't tell you about the other lads. I'm sure it'll be something that'll get brought up tonight later on, but I couldn't tell you who they vote for. They keep it close to their chests. We'll see what happens. What happened was a Labour landslide, delivering a 174-seat majority for new Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer. England's players don't have a great track record in this area. When the Brexit referendum took place in June 2016, Harry Kane was asked for his thoughts the day after Britain historically and dramatically voted to leave the European Union. Obviously, we woke up today and saw the news, and a few of the lads were talking about it, Kane said. But I don't think the lads are too focused on it, to be honest. The Euros is the main thing. Trying to progress and do well in that. I don't think any of us know too much about it to comment on it. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. James Ali, thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.